All right, so I put this together just as a quick little freebie for golfers who are really trying to figure out how to either get A, more power, or B, get some pain, aches and pains down in their swing. So caveat here, if you are getting severe pain with your swing, you really should see somebody about it. I'm a physical therapist. I specialize in golfers. I'd be happy to see you. Or just go to your doctor, however you want to deal with it. So just if you have a lot of pain, you might want to do something more than just watch this video. But for golfers who are really looking to get those little aches and pains out of the way, or they're trying to get just that little bit more power in their swing, these are the three exercises that I give golfers that usually helps to increase their club head speed and decrease their pain, because it allows for more movement, a little bit more strength, right? And they're just ones that I find with my clients that I'm always kind of coming back to. I'm always coming back to in some way, shape, or form. So I made them really easy. You can just do them on a mat on your floor. And hopefully this is something that you can do, stick with for a few weeks, and see some improvement in your game. All right, so the first one that I like to do is for the shoulders. A lot of times people have neck pain or they have shoulder pain in their swing. So I'm just gonna start down here on the mat, right? And we're gonna talk about how to get your shoulders moving, and it's something called a swimmer, okay? So the back of your shoulder blade muscles, they're the ones that help you kind of come back in the backswing. And they typically are a problem for a lot of golfers who have shoulder pain. So the swimmer exercise can be done very simply. All you need is a mat, and you just lay on your stomach like this, okay? And then you start your hands here, and then you bring them up, and then back, up, and then back. And you want to do about 10 of these for a set. Okay? So if you do those and you do 3 sets of 10, feel free to add weights if they're easy, but I promise you those will be challenging, and they will get the whole back half of your shoulder blades. Really make sure that you're bringing your shoulder blades up off the mat. Don't let them sink onto the mat and just flap your arms. The second biggest exercise that I like to give people, especially if they have upper back pain and even lower back pain, because if your upper half doesn't rotate, your lower back might have to do more work. It's something that works on spine rotation. So what you do is you lay on your mat and you get your knees nice and high, put your hands wide, open as wide as you can, and then come back. As wide as you can, and then come back. And then you can do that on the other side as well. You should always be doing these on both sides. Even though we all swing in one direction, we want to make sure that we're equally loose on both. Good. And usually I'll tell people to do about 30 of those on each side, at least once a day if you can, but you should do it at least 3 times a week. And then the third and final one is going to be for the hips. So this is the 90-90 stretch. You may have seen this before. It's good for a lot of things, but very specifically, it's great for golfers. So what I want you to start out with is 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, okay, in this 90-degree position, okay? And you're gonna lean forward and stretch that hip, right? You're gonna hold that for a while, usually about 30 to 45 seconds. And then this is the kicker, that you're gonna wanna turn your hips as far as you can, not just your shoulders. You wanna turn your whole hip as far as you can, and that you should feel a stretch through here, okay? So that'll get internal rotation on this side, and then this one obviously gets rotation on the down leg. And then you switch, and you do the same thing on the front and the back. So you're here, you do the same stretch, but with the other leg. Okay, do that for 45 seconds to a minute. And then same thing here, you're really trying to turn into that hip, right? And you hold that again for 45 seconds, okay? And if you do these every day, you will find that your low back pain will get a lot less in the golf swing, because your hips will be able to turn and rotate a lot better Therefore, your low back doesn't have to do as much, and it makes it just a much smoother swing. So I hope these tips have been helpful for you. I usually tell golfers that you should do this every day, especially if you're golfing a lot. But if you're casually golfing, maybe on the weekends with friends, try and make sure you get these in 3 to 4 times in a week, okay? These exercises are by no means all inclusive. If you have low back pain, you have shoulder pain, I really encourage you to reach out. That way we can do a full evaluation to see what's causing it. But these are some nice, quick and easy things that I tend to give to all golfers in some form or another, either in the gym or at their house. And it tends to be a really good building block to take away that pain. And it's also a really good building block to build up speed and power. You can add weights to these things. You can combine them with a typical strengthening program, and you can really see your distance improve. So hopefully you got some benefit from this. And like I said, give me a call, give me a shout, whatever it is. And if you need any more specific help, but otherwise, have fun out there.